Hello. So my hopio, or speech, in my class was last Friday, and it went alright, but I was reminded of why I don't like speaking in front of classes. When I'm nervous, my voice gets really shaky, and then I start thinking about how shaky my voice is, and then it just gets more and more shaky. So everyone can tell that I'm nervous, and it's really embarrassing. And my teacher recorded our speeches, and then in class today we were supposed to re-watch our videos, and then they were going to give us, I guess, a little more feedback of how we could have worded things or something, but I decided not to go because I just couldn't watch that again. And I felt like my presentation was not nearly as cool as everyone else's. I mean, everyone else in my class is from a country really rich in culture. You know, there are people from Nepal, Sri Lanka, China, Kenya, Burma, India, you know, all places that have a lot of really cool things to see, you know, and they had pictures of like elephants and rhinoceri and camels and traditional dances and things like that, and you know, there's not that much exciting to talk about America, so I felt like mine was quite boring in comparison. They probably handed out like snacks or something in today's class since it was the last day, but oh well. So yeah, I'm glad I took the class, and I got to meet a lot of people from other countries, which is neat. It went by pretty fast. It was a 3-month class, but kind of feels like I just started. Anyway, now I have a little more time so I can make videos answering some specific questions that people have been asking. I got to see Harry Potter on my birthday. We actually went and saw it at the Matsue Theater. For the other movies we've seen in Japan, we went to the theater in Izumo, which is newer and bigger. And so this was the first time going to the Matsue Theater. And yeah, it's really small. I mean, the screens are very small and a little blurry. So I probably would have rather seen it in a better theater, but it costs money to travel there. So quite a few people showed up. When we first got to the mall, there were a ton of bicycles parked outside, so I was a little afraid that maybe everyone was going to try to see Harry Potter, but then when we got into the mall, we noticed that there was kind of a little stage set up and a large group of people, area where it's usually just a little waiting area. But apparently there's this big band there, and we didn't know who they were, but we saw a poster, so we went and looked, and it's apparently a group called Yugin, which later on we found out is a pretty popular band, especially in Shimane, because apparently they're from Shimane. And yeah, there were a lot of really excited, you know, pre-adolescent girls there. And there were quite a few people at the Harry Potter movie. I think I saw 3 other foreigners, which was kind of strange. I mean, I don't see foreigners in Matsue very often, so. Unfortunately, I was a little disappointed with the Harry Potter movie. It seemed a little flat and just not as good as a lot of the other movies, in my opinion. I am a really big fan of both the books and movies. I don't compare the books to the movies, because if people do that, they're always going to be disappointed. So I judge them as separate entities. I judge the books as books, and I judge the movies as movies. And yeah, this one, I expected it to be much better than it was, which is sad, because I think it had a lot of potential. But hopefully the next 2, they're splitting the last book into 2 separate parts for the movie, I believe. Hopefully they'll be better. But yeah, I had fun, and I guess that's it for now. Goodbye.